This episode is a short one. On day 11 of my hike, I headed up Skierffe again, but got caught in a cloud. 8 kilometers up and 8 kilometers down in a foggy mystery. I got up at Aktse Hut a bit later than usual, as I had only 16 kilometers hike planned, had breakfast, left some heavy stuff behind, and was off.
So, day 11. Is it 11? I have 1, 2 more. Yes, day 11. It's like I'm on an island, and I have no idea which day it is. Actually, I have no idea which day it is. I know that I will be back on Friday, because I'm still planning to go into work. But which day is it today? No idea. Anyway, I'm going back up the mountain, because I think I've mentioned it, that my initial idea was to go up either yesterday or today, depending on the weather. That's why I wanted to stay in this hut for 2 days. But the weather is nice on both days. Well, it's still cloudy today, but according to the hut hosts, the clouds should go away, and then I should have nice view from the top. And then I will just go do some hiking around it. It is still 16 kilometers. 8 up the mountain and then 8 kilometers back. So depending on how I feel, I will decide if I want to hike a lot or not too much around it. Because yesterday my legs were dead after doing 24 kilometers and a lot of them up a mountain. But I feel better in the morning. My calves are still dying, but we'll see how it goes further.
After getting out of the forest, I stopped to fly a drone a bit. The mountain top was still hidden in the cloud, but I stubbornly headed toward it, in the hope that the cloud would disappear. Heading towards the cloud. But at least this side gives me a bit of hope that the cloud I'm going to will disappear at some point. As always, when you're getting into a cloud, the wind rose considerably, ruining some of my sound and making the hike rather unpleasant.
In the clouds. I was just filming with my drone, which I really did not expect. I guess that what happens when you hike for 13 days for the first time. Okay, keeping on to the mountain. Hopefully the cloud will eventually disappear.
That's what I'm saying. Visibility is still good, but let's see how it goes. I was once hiking in Scotland, and I got into a cloud and I couldn't see anything. Only 1 or 2 meters ahead. That was pretty disturbing. And it's not like this yet.
Inside the clouds, and I would really like it to go away soon. It's very disturbing. Not my first time, but I really don't like this feeling of being in the clouds, where you really don't know where you're going and you cannot see any mark on the landscape, like mountains, which you would kind of point to know where you're going to. But at least for now, the trail is pretty well marked and you can see it well. There will be a point, I remember from yesterday, where it's going to be way less obvious. But I put some marks on my map yesterday, which should make it much easier for me to find a trail today. Because yesterday I lost it at some point, but then I found it again. And then on the way back I just marked it on my map. So I should be okay, of course. It's just not a very comfortable, I would say, way of hiking when you cannot see anything. Visibility is down to 5-10 meters. Ooh, sometimes a bit more, kind of depends. What I really hate about clouds is the sound. Like sometimes, like now, it's very quiet, which makes it really spooky. But a couple of times I've been in a cloud that makes horrible crackling noises, which makes it really unreal. And that's what makes it a little bit spooky. It's feeling extremely unreal.
As I got closer to Skierffe, visibility improved considerably.
Final push. I will soon be at the top. And there is now a bit of sunlight, so it definitely looks promising. Hopefully I will be able to see stuff when I get to the top.
Even more fun than yesterday, isn't it? At least it looks pretty cool.
Heating compartments beneath the floorboards.
I spent quite some time here at the top again. It was really fascinating to watch the cloud blowing over the top.
You let your hair, I let my guard down.
I had some coffee in my thermos, along with my usual energy bars. Strong wind made it not so comfortable. I even had to put on an extra jacket. The wind was getting even stronger, so I decided to head back. I was alone most of the time. One small group of hikers arrived as I was leaving.
Lost in a crowd, exile on Main Street. Letters and smoke, a chain reaction.
The wind was really crazy up top of the mountain. So I had a cup of coffee and then just hurried down. And then the weather became a bit unpleasant. I mean, it wasn't as great as before. They promised some sunshine in the afternoon. And there is no sunshine, it's just windy and dull. So I decided to head back instead of doing some extra hiking, because doesn't look nice. You cannot really see much in the clouds and the fog. I will go back, probably reach the hut around 5. We'll have a nice dinner and a sauna, and probably will go to bed early tonight. I returned a little bit late yesterday, so I kind of missed the proper sauna time, and then I went to bed a little bit later than I expected. I think 16 kilometers is okay for a day hike. I was kind of hoping for a bit more, but let's call it a rest day, only 16 kilometers. And tomorrow I will actually have something between 22 and 24. I don't remember which one exactly, but it's more than today. So I will preserve some energy till tomorrow.
So, I walked those 8 kilometers back without taking many pictures or filming. Aktse cabin awaited, with its little shop, cozy kitchen, and a sauna. With that, I hope to see you in the next episode, where pouring rain and stormy weather will make my trip rather unpleasant.